What's up, world? It's your boy, Coach EV, aka EV the Geeker, and welcome to another episode of Talkin Hoops in the Sip. That's right, Talkin Hoops in the Sip. Episode 3. Man, we have an exciting show here today. Before I get going, though, you see the scroll, you see the ticker. This show brought to you by Tatum and Wade Law Firm, located at 124 East of Meat Street, right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Tatum and Wade are real lawyers who get real results. I say if you want to get paid, go to Tatum and Wade. Listen, I need everybody I can that you please share. And then what I want you to do, live streamers, get on. Let me see your comments. Just let me know you're here so we can talk. Big show tonight, explosive. We're gonna be talking about a lot of different things. What's going on in the SIP today, and everybody probably has already seen it, but big news in the AAU world. Big news in the SIP, historic news in girls basketball. And before I get going, let me introduce those who are on today. We have, let's see here. We'll start at the top of my screen from the GTA. We literally now touch everywhere in the state. My guys from the GTA. That's where I reside right now, in the GTA. But I got my guys from YAG. I love the YAG. Love it. Young and gifted. My guys, Quincy Harris and Martin Sherrod. What's up, guys?
What's up, Coach EV?
Yes, sir. Then we got my guy from down
What's going
on the
on, EV?
coast. We got my guy down on the coast. Community Saves Own. Gabe Barber. What up, Gabe?
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Then we just go right up north. I mean, you see how we travel up the state? We go up north. The guy that runs the north from DeSoto County, Hernando's own all-time leading scorer. He can't shoot now, but he could shoot then. My guy Cordarius Jones, C Ball in Business, C Jones Ball in Business, host of that show.
EV, EV,
What up, man?
you gonna stop thinking you the best shooter on this line.
I don't have to think I know. And everywhere I go in the gym, it's like that. We'll talk about that later. And then we also have we have stepped even further up north to Memphis, Tennessee. My guy AJ and Ashley Daniels, a former Dandy Dudson, University of Arkansas Razorback player in the building. AJ Thomas and one of the best young coaches in the country, Ashley Daniels. What up, people?
What's
How you
going on?
doing, EB, and
Hey.
all other coaches?
And finally, last but not least, a guy who has been on a safari, and he has been hunted. It's amazing that a guy he does dual things. He hunts and then he is hunted. The Elephant Man himself, uh, the guy from Mississippi Play Sports, Mississippi Bobcats, one of the owner of one of the biggest leagues, youth leagues, basketball leagues in the country. My guy, the easy one, Eddie Young. What up, Eddie?
Hey, look, man. Can you see this piece of fried chicken? Can you
Yes,
can you take can you take them big old alligator teeth of yours? Can you see this chicken? Can y'all see it now? It's right there.
I can see it.
Piece of this greasy church's chicken. Can you jump through the screen and bite a piece of it? You big
You know what?
greasy ball head.
Hey, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm in Clarksville, Mississippi, and you don't know nothing about. You can't come to Clarksville, Mississippi, without going to my guy Kanoy. Here right now, here go my fries. Yeah, from Kanoy's Burgers right out there on I forgot where it's right down the street from Coahoma Community College. Kanoy's. You can't come to Clarksdale without going to get Kanoy. I always get two things when I get here. Boom, catfish sandwich. You talking about, see, I one upped you, baby. I was ready for you tonight. I knew you was in a buffet national championship last week. And so I knew you was gonna try to come on because you won that last week. Congratulations, by the way, Golden Corral national champion Eddie Young won that. I got the catfish sandwich here, and for later, he got some of the best. I think it's the turkey burger. It looked like turkey burger in the building.
Turkey
Go on,
burger.
show that pecan pie and that chocolate cake back there too, Negro.
We ain't got that. So anyway,
Okay.
but anyway, where my live stream commenters are, let me know that you're here. Let's start the show. We're gonna start off by let's talk about some things, some good. One story I want to just start out with before we get into the news. We're gonna get to the news. People already know, but Fran Kelly, Hernando is putting on the show the number one 2026 kid who holds an offer from Mississippi State, Southern Miss, Austin P, several places like that, has been on a scoring tear. She's played 7 games. They're 5-2 right now, and she's hit 30 plus in 6 out of the 7 games. And for those of you like myself, Cord, and Ashley, who's actually played, I think Dave
AJ.
has too.
AJ.
Oh, okay, we'll give AJ. I didn't know his history. I just knew I was the best player on here. But y'all know how hard it is to put 30 balls up one night, let alone 6 out of 7 nights. And she's done it that, and she is the second leading scorer in the country right now at 30, right at 33 a game. Fran Kelly. Who wants to just jump in and talk about that real quick?
Man, I mean, I go first, man. I was a scorer in high school, so I understand how hard it can be for her. You gotta hunt. You gotta hunt some of them points. You gotta get out on the fast breaks. You gotta shoot your shot proficiently. It depends on who you play for. Some coaches give you the green light, which I know her coach definitely give her the green light. And you gotta be able to be very, very good. You gotta put that work in. So it's very big for her to do that. I'm proud of that young lady.
Yeah, scoring 30 points a night is tough. But I think Fran over the years has put in the time and the work to actually be that caliber of a player, even playing at the high division that she is in the state of Mississippi. She's displayed on the circuit as well that, she's capable of getting buckets, she's capable of being a good point guard. And she plays the game the right way. So it's no surprise, and I just wish her the best of luck the rest of the season, and I hope it continues.
Anybody else want to jump in? 33 a game.
Tough.
I definitely want to say, man, that's remarkable, but it's not surprising coming from a kid like that. Um, I know I've been able to watch her over the years, and I was really, really sold on her when she came down to our retreat a few months back. And we ended up throwing her on the team with some of our college players, and man, she fit in with them so well. So I think this is just a matter of time. Like we knew it was coming, um, and I'll probably go on record and say this is probably not even her best basketball being played this year. I mean, that's how I feel about it.
She already has a. By the way, she already has a 40 ball.
I
Man,
think.
Not surprising.
good.
Go ahead, Coach.
I just want to just tap in and say, man, it's good to see just the female doing it on that side of the game, just to be scoring, you know, 30 points a game, man. To see that done on the female side, we used to men doing it. So, like I said, I've been telling my brother, man, the women game is evolving right before our eyes. So it's just great for the game of basketball. It's great for the stage to see these players. They still getting better. They still young. They still kids. To see them excel and have the success they have early and young right now, man, that major.
Yeah.
Eddie, Eddie, let me just say this before you ask you this, Eddie. You've been around obviously longer than us, in this space as far as on the girls basketball. Uh, where do you rank this? I know it's early in the season, but it is 6 out of 7 games. Where do you kind of rank this? We talked a little bit about it the last time, but it seems like she's just constantly going. Her lowest game has been 21, with her high being 40. What do just kind of talk to us about what you're going to say, but then kind of add a historical perspective to it.
Well, I'll answer that question first. I believe, Jacoria Bracy, Victoria Vivians. You have to go to kids like that at this level. Like Coach Ashley said, she's playing at the highest eight. It's one thing to put, numbers are numbers, but when you're doing it at this level in that classification, I think is definitely impressive. What I like about Fran is that she's improved every year. I mean, she had really good numbers last year as far as her rebounding, her assists, her steals. I mean, she was top 10 in a lot of those categories last year, and then even the year before that, she had a good season. So the one thing that's impressive about her and why I think that she, like Gabe alluding to what Gabe said, um, I think that we hadn't seen her best yet because she's a kid that's steady improving every single year. So where most people think that she's probably hit the tip of the iceberg and she's probably gonna start to falter, I think that she can keep those numbers and be pretty close to averaging 30 points at the end of this season potentially. Definitely having a chance at the Mississippi Gatorade Player of the Year, and then even up for National Player of the Year. I mean, she's putting up those type of numbers, and we hadn't seen that since Jacoria Bracey, who signed with Ole Miss out of high school and ended up transferring to USM. Now, I think she's the latest kid EV that put up those type of numbers, but she did it for an entire season. So, the end of the friend's story is still up in the air. But I think that we'll be having this conversation at the end of the season, saying that she started the same way she finished, because that's going to be important that she continue to do that. Like talking with her dad and just seeing some of the stuff that he's been sending us with her getting triple teamed, and she's on everybody's scouting report. That's another thing too that's important. It's one thing to sneak up on a person a couple of games and get 30 points when you're not the focal point. But when the defenses are schemed to stop you and you still go out and get your numbers, man, that's just super impressive.
Yeah, it really is. I want to
Yeah,
talk
it
about
is.
another young lady, same in that class. Another a big playing the post from Canton High School. Shamara Morton is putting up ridiculous numbers as well. She had a 40 ball. She's probably in that 28 range score averaging, and she's doing it with about 15, 16, 17 rebounds a game. She's putting up unbelievable numbers as well. Um, Talk to us a little bit about Shamari Morton. Like you got two girls in the 26th class. Shamari Morton has several high major offers. I think Alabama's offered her. Maybe Mississippi State. I know she's got a plethora of offers.
Yeah,
A lot of
Auburn.
mid majors. And talk to us about Shamari Morton if you've seen her play.
Well, I'll start off. We discovered Shamira when she was in middle school, and we just knew from the beginning that she was going to be a special kid. Um, she was a bit raw at that particular time, but her upside was just so tremendous, man. She's got all everything that you want from a post player. And the one thing about her, she threatens a triple double every single night just because she's gonna block damn near 10 shots every night. She's gonna get the rebounds and she's gonna get the points. And so she's, her stat. She's just a stat stuffer. And I just think that she's a high major kid, obviously with the high major offers that she's got. Her and Fran both. I can say, let me just be politically correct and unpolitically correct. Those are two kids that you hoping that they can stay in state. I'd like to see our college coaches, in-state college coaches, do a better job of trying to keep those type of kids in state because we're starting to lose grips as our in-state colleges allow quality kids like this to leave the state and then they got to compete against them. So we want to see these kids stay in state. Let's show these kids more love, these elite kids that are deserving of it. You guys know who you are. We don't have to call you out. But if you ain't got Mississippi kids on your roster and you ain't really recruiting Mississippi kids, especially the ones that are deserving, then shame on you. But again, I'm off my soapbox back to Shamara Morton before I pass it on. Still quality kid, man. Great individual, sweet young lady that you just fall in love with because her personality is just infectious. And she just played the game the right way, man. She just can get her numbers. Um, and just, I think, probably one of the better rim protectors that we've seen in quite some time, too. I don't know what her stats are, but if you go back and look at it, I bet you she's probably had in the last 2 years about 20 plus games, right around that 10 block, 8 to 10 blocks a game, man. That's impressive, for a high school girl. So that's the thing that I think that stands out. We've had kids that have got to 20 points, 15, 20 rebounds, and that kid block a lot of shots, man. I mean, she's probably one of tops in the uh in the state and definitely in the country. I think Madison Jones, I think might be one of the top shot blockers in the state as well, maybe even in the country too. They're
I
two of the
think she's
best rim
number one in
protectors
the
in the
country
state.
right now, Eddie.
Madison Jones number one.
Yep, in the country.
Yeah. Anybody got anything on Shamara?
And she a great prospect, man. I'm looking to see more of her. I'm intrigued by her. I think she's one of those special players in their class, man.
Moving right
Deserving to
along,
be on
I
the
tell you.
Danny Dozen list.
Oh, there's no question. I don't even know if they're gonna do a Danny dozen. It's late in the day. I can't talk. My list hadn't come out yet either, so it'll be coming out here shortly. I got some time finally on the holiday. We're gonna be doing a little differently this year. We're gonna be doing the top 20 in each class, so that will come out very shortly. Ah, excuse me, Eddie. You know how that is. Sometimes you get something go down the wrong pipe.
I don't know nothing about that, man. Tell Francis somebody to get you a bottle of water or something, man, so you don't
I
choke.
got it.
We almost thought you was dead on the last show when you was sleeping. We thought you was dead. Now you about to choke on the damn fish sandwich.
I know a lot of times you don't use your mouth; you just kind of pop it into your chest and you eat. I mean, I know it's unique how elephants eat, but anyway, another young lady I want to talk about. A couple of days ago, I think it may have been last night. It was a good game. Former coaches, Madison Central versus Northwest Rankin. Really nice game. Heard it went into overtime, 71-69. And, Jaleesa Taylor, who used to be the Northwest Rankin coach, switched over to Madison Central. And then Tamika Brown goes from Madison Central to Northwest Rankin. And Northwest Rankin gets the win. But as I was looking online, two huge performances. I saw Leah Morris, who, to me, from Madison Central would be on my all defensive team. She's a lockdown defender. I mean, she can really, really guard. She can get up in you. I think she's a 2026 kid. Uh, she had 21 and 20. And then Carly Robinson, who's no question, regardless of class, a top 5 point guard in the state. She had 27 and 5.
Mm.
Carly Robinson is a no-brainer. She's already got several mid-major offers. She's a no-brainer Division I player. She can really run your team. And what I like about Carly, she's a and she continues to get better. One of the things when I saw her as a freshman, my question was, how much bigger was
She's
she
a
going to be?
freshman this year, EB.
She a
So it
freshman
was
this year. She just been
Oh
playing for
Lord,
forever.
you see what I'm saying? I didn't forgot when I first saw her in the 7th grade. I guess my question was, how much bigger? She's continuing to grow a little bit, but then I was thinking about where is her speed going to be? And one of the things I can see, she's really improved just in these 2 years her speed. And so, like, oh my God, just to say that she's a freshman, we got 4 more years of Carly Robinson. Uh, she's going to turn out to be probably go down as one of the top point guards to ever come out of this state. And so hats off to them as they had a good game last night. Unfortunately, I didn't see any Northwest Rankin. They actually won the game, and so I'm sure Malia McSellis is at Northwest Rankin, who's averaging about 18 a game. I'm sure she put up numbers. I don't know how much. If somebody would know, if they would like to comment and just let us know, send us a text or comment on
I,
how
I
many
didn't
points.
see I didn't see the game, Ev, but I'd bet you without even seeing the box score, she had 20 points or better. That's one of the
Oh
most
yeah.
efficient kids, man. I don't know what her percentages are, but she's a kid that can take 8 or 9 shots and get 20 points. Man, she's just stupid efficient from the free throw line, from the 3 point line. Just she gonna get you a couple of layups in transition. She's added some mid range, to her game. I got a chance to see Malia play last weekend. She one of the most efficient kids in the state. For a smaller guard, or just a guard period, I bet you she's probably close to shooting well over 50% for her career, which is really hard to do, man. She just don't miss a lot of shots. The shots, you know how most kids get open looks and they just don't make them. If you can leave her open, she gonna make it. And I want to say this too. You said Carly's top 5 point guard in the state. I think she's probably either you can argue her and JoJo one or two. But I think not only she's just one of the top point guards in the state. I think I think it's time for Carla to start getting some more national attention because I really believe that she's one of the top point guards in her class in the country. To be honest with you, just I mean we all court areas we see it, Gay. I know Coach, you guys see it on on the circuit out there, and we see these kids. We've traveled all over the world and just saw the best of the best. And when you compare apples to apples, I hadn't seen a whole lot of kids on a national level do things that she can't do, to be honest with you. So I would like to see her start to get the respect. And again, like you say, she's still young. She's got 4 years. We forget that sometimes, but this kid is a national kid. And you did say one thing that's true. She'll go down as one of the greatest, not only point guards to ever play the game, but potentially one of the greatest basketball players to ever come through the state, through this particular state, just because, you know, to be able to do it for 6 years in a row is stupid impressive to me.
I agree. Talk to me, Q and Martin. What's happening in the GTA area? Any special performances recent in the last couple days or this week on the girls' side?
What you got, Q?
So I started off Catonia, Ashaya
What
Williams.
you got, Q?
She been, I mean, she been in double figures every game. Um, Recently put up 20 points. I think versus Hamilton. And I mean, they just got two bigs out there that you just got to deal with Chloe and Ashaya. And New Hope. They're still undefeated. They went to Jackson and beat, I think, Forest Hill. I want to say the team. They got Ariana leading the team to junior class 2026. Just a do it all player. Do whatever you need. She can score, she can defend. And she's one of those players that, like, if she go into the basket, you can't stop her. And then Mackenzie Lyra at Columbus. She's been leading that team. She just she's a bucket getter. Of course, over at Starkville, Zaria is just putting up monster numbers right now. She leading that team. Um, she just good.
And then
Hey,
overall in Parkville, you got Big Z, and Jada Gay. Let's talk real quick about that. Is there a better 3, 4, and 5 in the state than Big Z, Zariah Edwards, Zaria Brown, and Jada Gay? Do we have a better big three? Can somebody name Corey? Can you come up with somebody? Gabe, can you come up with somebody?
Tupelo, Nadia
Tupelo.
Northfleet. Oh, go ahead, Cord. I'm sorry, I jumped in. Go ahead, bro.
No, 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 no. I would say once Olivia Smith
I
come back
mean,
healthy,
Tupelo, I think,
Olivia Smith,
matches
Nadia
them.
North League,
You
and
know,
Jay
I
Rucker
do
is
feel like maybe
nasty.
Tupelo got the better team. I think Tupelo can match them when it comes to that three because they just experienced. They got the experience.
Okay. Sound like you were okay. Go ahead and say that again, Corey. Q, hold on.
I said
Q, can you
once.
hear me? Q, can you hear me? Go ahead, Corey.
I said once Olivia Smith
I
come
can hear
back,
you.
I I think once Olivia Smith come back, it's gonna be Olivia, Nadia North League, and Jane. That's a crazy big three right there, and they're gonna win a lot of games. They win a lot of games now. So
Okay. So that's your big three. Eddie, what you got?
I was gonna say Tupelo. Those three that he just said, and then yeah, I mean they're one and two. I can't see. I mean, you got Biloxi with the big two, but nobody really got another big three that I can think of that's of that caliber.
Live
I
streamers,
mean, I
chatters.
one I probably say, uh, I don't know if you throw the three girl for Florence and they're not, would they be three or not if they were of being in the conversation. Mm,
Okay. Who are Star Amos, Chancellor, and Norwood?
yeah. I mean, we named the three on one team. I mean,
Okay. Anybody else? Callaway.
But
Let's see who's over at Callaway. We know.
Callaway got some good on it.
We know they got. All right. We don't have a big three. Live chatters. Anybody comment? Please jump in. Let's go big two. Our big two. We got JoJo and Jernay Ringgold from Callaway. Dynamic duo. Who we got?
Zanaya Johnson and Jayla Carrier from Biloxi.
Yes, sir. There's a
Okay.
lot of dynamic duos now.
Hey,
Meg Moore,
don't lip box me, Corey. Talk to me about them.
Meg Moore and Tim's from Tishomingo County.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nick Moore Timms. Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Jalea Kelly, and Fran Kelly and
Look,
Fernando.
man,
That's
I got
Okay. Who you got, Martin?
Nah, I was just gonna say, I've been seeing different like Gabe. I know he down in the coast area. I don't know what on their team, but I've been seeing St. Martin girl been looking pretty good. Do they got like a big three or a big two down there?
They do. They do. Uh, the coach's daughter, what's her name? Gabe Jenkins. Kennedy was just telling me not even an hour ago about his two. He's supposed to be trying to jump on EV. I forgot to send him the link, but he wanted to talk about. He's got two kids. One is averaging 18 points a game. The other one's averaging 15. Coach, so you're absolutely right. He might jump on a little bit and touch on them, but they've been putting up phenomenal numbers. I think. What's her name? Is Gabe still on? I'm losing her name. The one that's been hurt. Uh, can't think of that baby's name, but
Lowry.
Clear Lowry.
not Lowry. No, not Kalia. Uh, it's another one that just got back from injury. She actually played in the Coliseum last year, but she's averaging something like 18, 6, and 7. So she got 18.6 assists and 7. I'll get her name here in a little bit, man. Him and I just talked about that not too long ago. But anyway, just trying to
But
think of another.
let me say this before we go on to the lip. Johnny $50 Johnson, you know our guy JJ. He said Clinton got a big four. Grace Eatman,
Oh
Roy
man.
Johnson, Ari Jones, and Miss Davis and Lacey Davis over there. Big four. Fantastic four. They're playing really well.
I like it. Hey, shout out to my brother Johnny, man. Whatever Johnny say, it's the gospel and it's law. My brother, whatever he can say, whatever he say is true. He's a big four over there. It's a big four, and I agree with him. 4 really good kids, 4 quality kids.
Let's get back to that dynamic two. Who else are some dynamic twos?
Man, I mean,
What's
Nadia
about yeah,
Norfleet and
man?
Jay Rucker most definitely. I mean, they already got a big three. That's
Yeah,
definitely probably
they
the
can't be both
best.
now. They can't
I
be
mean,
both
but
four.
but that's I know what you're saying, but I'm just throwing that back out there. Let me see. Let me think. Um. Man, Inglemar has a big three, in my opinion.
Well, I'm gonna throw this in there. When we talk about a dynamic too, man. Cal, you got the Twin Towers with Ashaya Williams and Chloe Smith, man.
Yeah,
Got two Twin
that's a big
Towers.
twin towers. And Rick Barber got Wes Harrison, Sidney Barber, and Michelle Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Wes Harrison 10-1 right now. Point guard transfer from Harrison Central. Anybody else we can think of?
Man, we missing somebody.
Yeah. And you guys supposed to be the basketball guys. Lord have mercy.
It's just not a lot. I mean, you could talk about Brandon. Brandon's got several really quality players. I don't know if you got a big 2 or big 3, but I mean, the only other people you can think it's just not a whole lot of. When you talk about big 2, you're talking about 2 elite basketball players. And to be honest with you, it's just very few teams who's got it. But Brandon's got a lot of talent, over at Brandon. If you want
Yes,
to talk
Point.
about
Brandon.
them.
You got Kelsey Mangum, you got Aaliyah Bolden, you got one of my favorites, Jaden Ragland. At Terry,
Mm-hmm.
you got a big 2, Zion Nelson and Madison Jones.
Mm.
That's a good big 2.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
By
And
the way, Malia
listen, man.
McCullough in that game had 21 points, 4 steals, and 2 assists in that overtime victory against Madison
And listen,
Madison Central. So you were
Oh,
right there.
I
You
just
knew
got
she had.
I
a
knew he
message.
had 20. Yeah, I knew she had at least that.
I got a message from Michaela Sam, man. The other day they got a win over the Neshoba Central 63-61. She had 23 points that game, 4 rebounds, 4 steals, 7 blocks, 2 assists, and she went 3 from 3 in the arc. So Michaela Sam had a big game, picking up that win over the Neshoba Central, man, last week.
This is all I gotta say to Michaela Sam. Michaela, I know you watching, and whenever you see this, I got the tape measure coming from you for you. The tape measure's on its way. Talking about you 5'9". I want to see tape measure. I'm gonna start showing up to these games with tape measure, so we can go. We're gonna stop all this talking, and we're gonna see what the tape measure say. Tape measure on the
Then,
way.
then, then South Panola have two good players over there.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
they do got a dynamic duo. Okay.
That's he talking in your neighborhood, Corey.
Yeah, I said I would mention somebody, Lauren
Who are
Norwood
they?
and
Corey,
Sanaa
talk
Fondren.
to us.
Lauren
Shania
Norwood,
Fondren.
Sanaa Fondren.
And
Hey,
who?
and Sanaa Fondren
Shania Fondren. Who else?
and Lauren Norwood.
Lauren Norwood. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
that's a big two.
Who?
I know. I'm sure y'all have already mentioned that duo down here on the coast.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Who?
He
Okay, I
talking
was
about,
just
but
want to make sure.
I already know you talking about Biloxi.
Yeah.
AJ, you got anybody in the Memphis area in up north? We'll tap into Memphis a little bit. I know it's talking hoops to the sip. You got any big twos up your way? So we mess with Memphis a little bit.
Uh, Barley got about 10 players. um, but out this way, man, out this way, you don't really catch the big twos. You'll probably catch one really good one that's on the bad team, and then you'll have a whole bunch of them that go to the same school.
You know
You know
they
what I'm
got
saying?
one. They
Bartlett
stole
High
one of
School.
our. Well, I ain't gonna say they stole. I can't say they stole. They was given one of our best players in the 2026 class, who arguably, in my opinion, would have been
Mm.
the best point guard in the state. Anaya Bailey, she's up there. You know,
Right, and guess how many people they have on the roster? They got
how
about
many?
45 kids.
They got
AJ, get
every
off
good kid
my
in the
AJ.
city. They got
AJ,
every
hold
good
on, hold
kid in
on,
the
hold on,
city.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Corey,
No, he's not
hold
kidding. They
on,
have
hold
like
on,
a
AJ.
junior
Hold
A,
on.
junior B,
Hold
junior C.
on, hold on. AJ, you can't speak right now. Let me
They
pray
got
for
a
you.
JV gang.
No,
JV
no,
I'm
JV.
no.
serious.
They literally have a JVA, JVB,
Hey,
I'm
Ashley,
JVC.
Ashley,
I'm so serious.
Corey, don't nobody say a word. If y'all ever come on here and tell that again, we try not to lie on this thing. Don't you tell nobody that they got 45 people on their roster. Don't you ever do that again, AJ.
Man, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. They have kids who can go to other schools and start, and they are sitting on the roster
Yes,
playing
sir.
JVA, JVB, JVC. Yeah, like
Now
that.
you
So you
now hey, listen. If you want to talk about stereo equipment, talking about JVC, this is the wrong show. We're not talking about no stereo. This dude over there, Corey, where you get this dude at, Corey? He want to talk about a stereo equipment, a JVC, a TV.
I'm so serious.
Hey,
I'm
real
so
life.
serious.
Andy, what
I
were you doing
Hey,
can't
over here,
I
Andy?
can't make this
hey,
up.
now,
Hey, Coach AJ, who is that over there with Carnisha that they talk about a lot in NBA?
Oh,
NBA.
they
Yeah,
got they
that's a
got
big duo.
well, they got a duo. Yeah, you got Kanisha Taylor and you got Taryn Hill. She's a point guard. She's probably about 5'6". She's little, but she got a lot of the. I ain't gonna say she got the Carly Robinson in her, but she got a lot of the tendency. Right? She has a really good feel for the game. Plays as a left-handed player, but shoots as a right-handed basketball player. So the entire time she played left-handed. Um, just has a really good feel, man. Really good point. She's probably the best point guard around this area in our city, and she's just making it to the ninth grade. Literally can control the team, man. Carnisha Taylor is the dog. She's been averaging about 25 points a game since she was in the eighth grade. Um, I mean, just an athlete. She's probably about 5'8" to 5'9". I mean, not the greatest skill set, but I mean, you talking about just a dog and
Yeah.
relentless. That'll be her. Still raw, but if it ever pans out, she'll definitely be probably one of the biggest players to come through here. But White Station got two. Um, um
Mm.
White Station got two. Amari Strong. That's Micey's daughter, Cord. Um,
Okay.
Oh
she's
yeah,
really good.
Kennedy.
And Kennedy. Kennedy's left-handed. She's ninth grade. She's a point guard.
She's
She's
about
really
6'1".
yeah, about 6'1". Like I mean, but she's really really good.
Hey,
She's
let's,
really really good.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I'm gonna have to. I just talked to the commissioner of the show. I'm gonna have to ban you and Ashley. I'm gonna have to put you on mute for that. Like I'm gonna have, like we're gonna have to. I just want to let you know we're thinking about suspending you guys on the show. Don't you ever come up here with no mess like that again, Bubby. And then you hear
Yeah.
Ashley. Oh yeah, yeah, coach. Yeah, coach. Did you hear it? Or she had major energy. Yeah, yeah, coach. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
girl,
I'm
it's
telling
it's
you.
tough over there
Hey,
in
hey, but
Bartlett.
EV, and not to knock. We ain't knocking no Memphis, but most of the kids go to one school. Bartlett
I'm
is for so
I'm
many
telling you,
kids.
Evie.
Everybody trying to get over there and get a piece of that pie.
I'm telling you. When
well,
I
I
say
gotta go check out
45,
what Barley got. You know what?
Just go sit in
I
the
need to
gym.
go.
You'll find some.
I need to go
Go
watch the
sit in the
JV
gym. You'll
game.
find them. Yeah, go. You'll find somebody on your level in JV.
hey, look. So my thing is we need to get several of them kids to all in. Hey, let me ask
No
you
doubt.
this, Easy. Hey, so Anaya Bailey, has she stayed in state? Where would you have her ranked at right now in your rankings?
Me? I can't say. Let me put it like this. Because I ain't got the rankings out, but she'll be top five, I'll tell you that.
Okay, all right, cool.
Ain't,
So, Gabe, you want to do the honors about Anaya Bailey, or we gonna leave that, or we just gonna keep that between us?
Do the
What you
honors,
what
Coach
hey,
Gay.
man? What you want to do, big bro?
Let's let them know.
You know how
Oh,
Suge Knight want to do. You know Suge Knight want to do.
you want to let the people know that now Baylor with Mississippi all in?
There you go. Hey, look,
Okay.
man. Look, hey, Cord, I love that all in logo back there, boy. You rocking it, brother.
well, you know what? We getting ready to transition. We got the big news. I'm gonna let my
Coach,
younger brother, who I consider the GOAT of girls grassroots legend, I'm gonna give him the honor, the easy one, Eddie Young. Talk to us about the historic thing that's happened today in the state of Mississippi as we transition. Since we're talking about that, I'm gonna let you do the honors. You talk about it, and we'll chime in after you get done.
Well, first of all, man, I'm just gonna start with you because I'll start with you, and then I'll touch on some of the other people that really played a piece to putting this puzzle together. I know a lot of times you and I, Jank, we go back and forth, and we have a lot of whatever you call it between us on the show, and a lot of things like that to make it fun. But I'm gonna be serious about this, man, because I'm really passionate about Mississippi. But I'm also just wanting to give you your kudos, brother, because you went out and you reached out to everybody in the state of Mississippi. You reached out to myself. You reached out to Cordero Jones. You reached out to Gabe Barber and others that I don't need to mention tonight. But in efforts to try to connect the state of Mississippi, there's so many stereotypes on our girls, so many stereotypes on our kids, negative stereotypes, and just negative stereotypes on the state of Mississippi. So the vision that was laid out and that we all share the same vision, actually started not with you, but you were able to bring us together. And so that was very, very important to be able to do that. At that particular time, myself and Corderas, we was at each other's throats, just competing and just trying to make our programs good. I had the Bobcats, Corderas had the Bucks. Gabe was an upstart program with the Community Save. And so we just realized that we're stronger together, and that's where the motto of us, we all win when we're all in. Um, and so, to be able to do that is a testament to you, just because that's one of your gifts of being able to bring people together. So I don't take light of that. I know we drink and we have a lot of fun on the show, but I just want to let people know, the people that are watching, there's a lot of things. I didn't too much care for you when I first met you, to be honest with you. You proved yourself out to me, and I think you proved yourself out to these guys. Just repairing a bunch of relationships with people that I was at odds with. Just really showing yourself and showing who you are. I see the work that you do behind the scenes with working to try to get these Mississippi kids in contrary to what people say, into these schools. I've been on the phone several times, and not just the kids in our program. You also have done it, and you've endorsed kids outside of the program. So man, kudos to you. We all share the same vision, but I don't think this happens with all in without you coming in and really repairing a relationship with myself and Cord to get us on the same page. And then from there, man, it was just about God's timing. Because when you think about it, we wasn't even expecting this just 2 weeks ago. We wasn't expecting, for God to move the way that He moved and the way that He did it. It was nobody but His perfect will. So, we're just happy to announce that we are part of the Nike EYBL Championship League, which is going to give us it levels the playing field in some regards for the Mississippi kids. It puts us on a platform that we've never seen before. I've been a part of Adidas twice, as far as being a part of their shoe brand, and there was a lot of benefits to that. But there's no circuit in the world, and there's no exposure being on that prestige circuit like the EYBL. And all we've always wanted was just a chance. Give us an opportunity. We kick the door down once we get in there. But now that we've got an opportunity, even the way that they've structured the league to where you can actually earn sponsorship by qualifying for nationals, to be able to be a part of the 32 sponsor teams, and the opportunities that we have, even with our middle school teams and things that we can't talk about today, but we'll talk about here pretty soon. I just think it's a great day, not just for Mississippi All In and our program, but this is a great day for Mississippi, period, to be honest with you. And just for all of the pioneers, I mean, going back to Coach Credit, who actually started me into this thing several years ago when we were a part of Adidas, and just all of the kids and all of the people. Because the one thing, whenever we connected the way that we connected it, and we can talk about that more indiscreetly one day, but the way that it happened, and us being able to impromptu be able to throw together our resume and throw together our alumni kids, and throw together the things that we were able to put together to submit our resume to them. They came back and said it was ultra impressive. And so, with the amount of kids that we have playing college basketball, I think we added up to having almost 20 Division I kids that myself, Gabe, or Cordarius have touched in the past, several years, that are currently playing. We've got 8 to 9 junior college players who have at least 1 to 2 more Division I offers. We've got several high school current kids right now who have multiple offers. And so the proof is in the pudding, man. And all of our hard work is coming to fruition, despite all of the naysayers and people who said we were the most unorganized people in the world. What are they doing? What is Mississippi All In? And all of that. So today is a great day to rejoice, man. And like I said, it's been an uphill battle for us trying to connect everybody. But what we've come to realize is that this journey ain't for everybody. And so for the people that's in the forefront, bringing in the YAG guys to be a part of what we're doing, AJ and Ashley up in Memphis. We just touched the entire state. I mean, we are a real army over here. When you think about the Gulf Coast is taken care of, and Gabe's over in Alabama, I'm all in Louisiana, and then Central Mississippi. You got Cordarius and Brian Rucker touching all over the East Coast, and then you got these people that are coming in GTA with Ashley and AJ and all the people that's in Memphis. We are really, really a force to be reckoned with. And then it's just the beginning, man. So we got the opportunity. We're appreciative of the opportunity. And again, for Gabe and Cordarius, we talk 20 times a day, it seems like. And a lot of times, man, it's all about trying to work relentless for these kids. And we're just a resilient group who just ain't go settle for anything. So I'm excited, brother. I'll let Cord and Gabe kind of touch on it. But definitely, man, I want to give you a shout out, Evie, a special shout out for bringing this all in thing together. You're a big, we're all important, but this doesn't happen without you connecting the dots and making sure that all of us are on an even playing field. And then that opportunity, like I said, has been and still being presented to anybody. So anybody that want to join this movement, like they say at church, come on down to the altar and we would have you. But anyway, go ahead, Cord. I look like you want to jump in and say something. I'm about to drink
Oh
some more of my
man,
black cherry Kool-Aid right here.
that's all you drinking.
All I'm
Hey,
drinking, baby.
but no, it's man. Speaking of that, man, I remember I came in the game. Um, I didn't really have no expectations on, but just trying to get kids from my area, exposure. I didn't do it for no other reason, no money, no glorify me or anything like that. So, but when you get into this, you get competitive and you start having goals for yourself and your program, right? So, seeing guys like Eddie, you push me, Eddie, and nobody else ever in this state pushed me as hard as you have. When
Right.
I seen how you ran your program, how you was getting kids offers, you encouraged me, even though I kind of hated you with a passion because I just like this dude right here, man, he good, but I can't tell him he good. You know what I'm saying? So I just seen it from afar, and it just was a competitive. It just was competitive envy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I
Right.
wanna get to the level. I want to knock that dude off his throne, and you set the playing field. So I think somebody like EV that came in my quarter years ago, somebody that I wouldn't expect because me, I got a tight circle. And EV proved himself from the jump. EV told me, man, hey, I'm different from all. He said he was a pastor and he hooped, but EV he weighed on me, called me, he got my opinion. He treated me like somebody that was on the up and rise. He treated me like somebody that had some value in this state. So everybody want to be treated like that. It's been guys that I've been wanting to get mentored by that didn't give me the time. Well, they act like they give you the time of the day, like, right? Oh man, I know about this and that. And you listen to their little war stories. But EV was the one that actually gave me the game on like, hey, young dude, do it like this. And he speaks so much of the Lord in me, he speaks so much good things in me. He always challenged me on, being a better person. So I can't do nothing but give him the utmost respect. Whenever it don't matter if I disagree with him, even though I disagree with him a lot, but I don't even say nothing. I get quiet. I be like, you know what, you're right, you're right. Or when he right, I just say he right. And him bringing this thing together and meeting Gabe, I'm telling you, man, it's a storybook ending, man, and then we seeing it fruition. For all you guys that are always talking this and that about the, listen, well, I'm telling you right now, Cord Jones. When I latch around certain people, like Ashley been in my corner ever since we've been like ain't wavered. Whatever I need her to coach a B team or C team, I need her to be my assistant. She there. Man, get my boy AJ, man. We go way back. Elijah, Brian Rucker been such a dude to work. It's almost like you don't make people like Brian Rucker. Just such good people. And man, I promise you, I keep kind of emotional talking about this because, man, we got the opportunity. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for to be given. I just want the opportunity. So I'm gonna kind of get out my soapbox, man. But I came from the legit bottom. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have even a gym to practice in when I had started this. So, hey, humble beginnings, man. We trying to beat the doors down.
Hey, that's good stuff. Hey, I want to before Gabe jump on. I just want to say this too, man. I'd be remiss not to mention a couple of other names that played a big piece into this puzzle, who helped to grow this particular program and grow what we're doing, man. Listen, my guy Mike Hober been my right hand guy for many of years, man. He's invested a lot of his finances, a lot of his time into this program. He's sold into this program. He's a guy. If we need something, he there. He's coached several of the top kids. He's always coached the Bobcats top high school teams. He was our high school coordinator and just been my right hand guy, man. He is so important to this happening. It's guys like that who don't get the credit sometimes, but he don't care about the credit. He's just a guy that's behind the scenes doing a lot of stuff. And shout out to Mike Hober, brother, for all that you've done. As well as Coach Felton, Charles Felton, been there right from the beginning, man. When we started back with girls, when those kids were like third and fourth grade and really doing it the right way and training up. He done trained several kids. He's been an integral piece to us getting exposure with the highlight videos and the things that he's done. over the years, man, not just for his daughter, but for other kids that you guys don't even know about the things that he's done. And even today, he's still working behind the scenes and being a piece of this puzzle, albeit part time. But part time is better than no time at all, man. So we thank God for people like Chuck Felton as well as Larry Wilson. Larry Wilson has been a big piece of the puzzle. Uh, 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 him and Johnny have, just been kind of mainstays, my right hand people who've been there with me. Johnson, I know we mentioned him talking about the four kids from Clinton, but these guys have been right there, man, for years. When Jatoy and Larry daughters came to the program in third and fourth grade, they were the type of coaches and parents who jumped into it, man. Whatever we've needed from a program standpoint, they've been right there. I mean, these type of guys that'll do anything from dust mopping the floor to just the small things, man. And all that stuff matters, man. And then just being able to and coach these kids and encourage these young ladies. So it's really been a village, to be honest with you. This has been a collective effort, and I thank God for all of them. And there's so many other people that's been a part of this, and so many other players, man, that really helped us. Because the one thing that Kim told me whenever she came back, and whatever was like when she took the thing, for them to be approved, she was like, man, y'all resume was like amazing. And so they needed something in Mississippi. They've never had anything in Mississippi. They're going to get behind us and support us 100% to help us to one day be one of the top 32 sponsor team. I mean, that's all you ask for, man. So I'm really excited, that we got the opportunity to represent Nike EYBL here in Mississippi. Being the only program to ever have done this is amazing, man. So I'll shut up and let Gabe talk, and
Hey,
then
hey, hey,
you.
let me add one. I forgot. I was moving too fast, Eddie. I'm sorry. I got to shout out to my brother Chad, man. When we started this, he was just me and him. I wouldn't be no me without him being by my side. And I gotta shout out. I know we don't see eye to eye all the time, but Joe Kelly was another guy that was by my side too, starting this thing. So I gotta say them two guys, especially my brother. But Joe Kelly was the one that was in the gym with me in them trenches too. So I gotta shout them out.
For sure. Well, I don't know if we got Gabe back on or not. Gabe, you there? I don't see him.
Let me
If
see.
he's just about finished chewing his last. Yeah.
Oh, he killed that catfish sandwich, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm
We
on
finished.
something else.
What you got? Tartar sauce or hot sauce on?
I'm on the turkey burger now.
Oh, okay. You don't pass
Catfish
on.
already. Fish is easy. Gabe, what's up, baby? We see you. You still here? We also want to take this time too, man. I appreciate the kind words too, by the way, from you guys. Man, really, this is about, and most of you guys know I'm in the ministry, um, and so I always talk spiritual when I talk about different things because that's just who I am. This is a kingdom movement. It's always been about kingdom for me. It's not about building our own empire. You see that a lot of times in church. You got one or two churches who, you know, run everything. But when you talk about getting people, the masses, uh, and connecting and hitting the most people, it's about working together. Uh, the Bible says one can put 1,000, a flight. Two can put 10,000 a flight. Then it also talks about a threefold cord is not easily broken. And so Scripture talks about all the time, talks about unity, the unity of the brethren. And with that, I want to also welcome, to the All In family. Uh, my guys, they're going to be part of our program this year. Young and gifted, Quincy and Martin. These are two quality young people, man, that, I'm getting to know, and they're going to be assets. Martin is helping me as my assistant coach uh, with at the W, one of the top trainers in the state. He gets kids better. Uh, his brother Q, just a jack of all trades, can do a lot of different things. We'd like to welcome you guys. Talk to us a little bit about, your thought process on, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit, but uh, you know, we'll talk a little bit about YAG, and then also talk about what it means, coming together and being a part of, the All In family along with the Nike family.
For me, man, I'm just grateful for the opportunity that you guys are giving us. I will say, like, before I knew anybody, I knew Eddie. When we was an up and coming program, and we just wanted a shot. When we went to Jackson, he gave us the opportunity on the boys' side to play against Josh Hubbard. You know, just the opportunity for my guys to even get a game like that, and that's when I knew he was a real solid guy. Just for the GTA, I mean, we've been going down this path for a long time. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears, money out of my pocket. A lot of people don't know. For the first 4 years for Young and Gifted, it was free for the kids. We didn't charge a dime. We worked. Me and my brother went out and got different churches and organizations to donate. We didn't charge the kids anything at all. No hotel fees, no registration fees, no uniform fees. You know, they're just we wanted to try to do something for the GTA, and and right now we got a solid thing going in the GTA. I mean, we got the GTA stars, we got the Fly Girls. Everybody's kind of got the same goal of getting everybody together. Now, you know, connecting with you guys gives us a bigger platform for our area. It don't get no bigger than EYBL, and so now we got a platform for kids to strive for. We got a platform for kids to work to get to. You know, and the great thing about this is like I can now go to a kid and say, hey, you got to work, and if you work, you could be on this platform to showcase your skills. You know, and for the ones that don't get to be on this platform, you got an opportunity to work to get here. You know, it's just a great day for the DTA, for the state, and I'm proud. I'm all in.
Uh, I mean, I touch in at the Q and just still pretty much a little bit talk about the Young and Gifted organization, which first off, that's something that kind of got started when I was a teenager with me and my close friend, me and some other guys, man. We kind of started that, man. We were like 14, 15 years old. We started Young and Gifted, just doing all different types of things with sports, graphic designs, messing with cameras, recording video. We were just taking ideas and going with it. So kind of like we built that brand up, and with me being an athlete, I kind of ventured it off and want to create some pretty much for my the city of Columbus, for the kids to have something like a mentorship thing through sports, and just doing that. That's been like a blessing and a joy to me, man, to be able to before we even being a part of the Nike things, just being independent, man, to be able to help kids to go to college and be basketball players. Some kids, man, just to be able to be a father figure in their life, whether it's for with teaching them how to barbecue, change a flat, be able to just to have that platform through basketball to be able to reach the youth. That always been a blessing for me, man, and to be able to be a part of this. It's just something that, me or my brother, we ain't never imagined it, man. We just been out here just trying to develop hidden gem kids and just try to help them get to the next level. So, and not want a reward for it, just doing it because that's what we wanted to do. That's what we felt like we needed to do. So we just look at it like, man, it's a blessing for God for to be able to connect this with you guys, to be on the platform, to be at, to be on that stage, you guys, man. We grateful for it. And we just ready for the opportunity, man, to just come in and just be able to be an asset of any kind or however we can be, That's how I feel.
What's good? I mean, if Gabe, glad to see you back on there, buddy. We was talking about it, so but my man Martin, man, if he don't have like major swagger, yeah, man, he got that little GTA sound, and he just chilling I mean, if he ain't talking like he had a VIP table in the nightclub, just knocked off in a corner right there, like, yeah, what's up, and I'm just trying to, I mean, you. And then you see him at a Columbus game, and he ain't doing nothing like that. He talking about, baby, you a baby, and ripping and running. Can't even watch the game for him. And now you want to act all quiet, but I ain't gonna let you do that, Cole. Gabe,
Nah,
talk to
I
us,
be
man.
chilling, man.
Uh, Look again. Sorry for my tardiness. Man, one thing I can say, just since I've been working with you guys, obviously coming in as a young buck, learned a lot from all of y'all. Man, y'all know how much I'm indebted to y'all and how much love I owe y'all. But man, one thing I can say, man, my phone don't stop ringing. Ever since I've been with y'all, man, my phone don't stop ringing. So whether it's coaches, parents, players, y'all know it, man. It's always some work. Um, but other than that, man, this is definitely one of the biggest milestones I think I've probably come across since being in this realm of coaching, which I know by far it is. The vision that the long conversations that we've had, man, and the sacrifices and the efforts that we made for this is definitely jaw dropping. Um, I think we still have a lot more to prove, of course, but man, this is one of those moments where we can just kind of take a step back and actually appreciate, all the hands that has been placed upon this program, from when we first started up to now. I'm definitely big on um, embracing those little victories that we've had. Obviously, right now we can consider this one of our big victories, but man, like Eddie said earlier, a lot of the conversations that he's witnessed with you, EB, behind the scenes, man, I've witnessed it with all of y'all. The work that y'all do behind the scenes, man, is incredible, incredible. So it definitely keeps somebody like myself encouraged and motivated, um, to make sure that it's not a drop off between any of us. Because some of the stuff that y'all do, I'm like, man, these dudes here, man, they got some wisdom in this stuff. So I'm excited, man. I know my coach family is excited. I've pretty much, kind of promoted it a little bit and told some of our people down here. So it's definitely a party in Mississippi tonight, man.
That's awesome, man. We definitely is a shout out. AJ and Ashley, AJ, talk to us a little bit. You've been on the EYBL side, on the boys side, and I've been there too, and that's like unbelievable platform. But talk to us, recently. I know you've been, on there, and talk to us about, from your perspective, what this means for our state, being at least getting our foot in the door in that Nike family.
Uh, just being honest, y'all, the brand is everything. That Nike check, everybody wants to put that on their jersey. I don't care what level you play at, you want to put that next. You just want the stamp, right? For the kids, it's everything though. For recruiting, it's everything, right? Because everybody wants it. Everybody wants the gear. Everybody. To be honest, most of those kids play for the gear. I don't even think they really play for the scholarships. I have, and that's on the boys' side. I don't know about the girls, but for the boys, the majority of them want the gear, right? So they feel like if I can get the gear, then I'm legit, right? So any gym that I walk in, I'm legit. So when we get the gear, I, I think we talked about this probably about a week or so ago, and I was big on promoting the brand, right? I was really big on promoting that EYBL Champions brand because that's going to be our selling pitch, and that's for everybody, like on every level. That's going to be our pitch, right? The brand is going to be everything. So we want to win games to get points to build our brand, right? We need to make All In a Nike brand, not just our Mississippi brand, right? In order to do that, just promote the brand. Everything else is gonna pretty much take care of itself. The players, the recruitment with the brand is gonna boost everything. So if you used to having 31 kids in your trial, try 65, right? And that's at every one. So like you got to think about it. You got a sixth grade trial. You got a seventh grade trial. It's gonna be 60 kids there. If you got an eighth grade trial, it's gonna be 55 kids. So like we're gonna get the pick of the litter from each state. They're gonna travel. Like you're gonna walk up to a kid and be like, "Hey kid, where you from?" And they gonna say, "I'm 2 hours down the road in Louisiana. I'm in a small town, right?" All off the brand. So like with us, like we need to get edits done as soon as possible. Since it's legit and we already done, we stamped. We need to get edits. We need to post them. We need to show our faces everywhere with the gear, right? I know we can go make our own gear right now. We could go get us Nike jogging suits to get the stamp, right? Just for now, until we are able to, of course, get everything done. But the brand is gonna take care of everything. It's gonna. I promise y'all. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but the brand is gonna do so much more for us that we can't even see yet. All off the brand.
That's awesome. Ashley, talk to us about, you've been a former, you played at the highest level, Power Five, played a little professional. Talk to us about, uh, from your perspective, and obviously from, being a female or a woman. Sometimes I know people don't like, anyway, that's my old friend Ashley Johnson. She, I ain't gonna anyway. But anyway, Ashley, talk to us about, from your perspective, your thoughts on this.
I think it's major. I think it's something that a lot of people didn't see taking place, especially from our area. Um, I know when I was coming up, I played for the Alabama Roadrunners. So we played Nike. We played in the Nike Nationals in Augusta. And you play the best around the world. Like you're going up against some of the best competition worldwide. Worldwide. You're going against good coaches. Being in a gym full of college coaches from every coach of every division is going to be crazy. And just to be a part of this is a blessing, and just giving these girls the opportunity to like what Coach AJ said, to just put on the brand and say that they were a part of greatness, which I think the EYCL, EYBL, AAU level is greatness. Some of the best comes from this circuit, and just to be a part of it is great. I know coming up for me, I was playing against West Coast Elite, Boo Williams, um, out of Atlanta. I can't think of the name, but it just, being competitive and being in the gym with girls that I later seen on the college level was just a great experience. And then, go later to competing with them at the professional level was even better. And I just think it just creates a big platform for the Mississippi girls to get the exposure that they deserve. It's really deserving. And I think that it's just amazing. And it's a blessing, like I said, to just be a part of it.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to be honest with you, I'm glad to be in the trenches with each and every one of you because, you know, and again, I know a lot of times people, I want to thank each and every one of you for allowing me to speak into your lives and that you were humble enough to listen to me. When I look at Eddie Young, when I first went to met him, I don't know exactly where it was. I think one was at the Coliseum, and then I, fell into his tournament, and I just saw a guy who, really worked hard at what he did. Be honest with you, I know people look at me and be like, man, I look like an offensive lineman, but Eddie looked like, some short dude, that big guy. I was like, man, this dude, I wonder can he even hoop. Then I saw him, one day I saw him shoot the basketball, and then I saw him talking to some guys, and I said, "Ooh, man, this cat can play." And then, I'd already respected him a little bit, but that took it to a whole nother level. He actually made a move. He crossed somebody over. He wobbled around the guy. He did a wobble crossover, and so I mean, it was. And I know how that wobble crossover looked, Eddie, because I got that wobble crossover right now. So it was. But no, just to see it, and here's a guy who didn't need to do this. And people, I would talk to people, and it's unfortunate. I've even had some relationships, and not that I don't even have anymore because of my relationship with, Eddie Young, and I think God put people in people lives at the right time, at the right season in their lives for specific purposes. And so I was glad, Eddie, I want to say to you, thank you for allowing me to just share some things. You didn't have to do that. You already, as I've said plenty of times, I've learned a lot from you as well, even though, you're 10 years younger than I am. I've been able to learn from you, and I really appreciate that. And Cordarius, is a young fellow that I met at your tournament. And Cord, I want to say thank you to you for allowing me to just pour into your life, and you gave me a chance. And Gabe, the same thing with you. Gabe, who has an awesome father, and and Rick. And so it wasn't like I tried to come in and be a father figure to you, even though I got kids your age, and but you were able to, sometimes I know I'd be kind of hard on you, but the Bible says, "To whom much is given, much is required," and there's much expectation for you, and so you're our future. When you look at how this thing is going, I look at you, Cord, Martin, Quincy, Ashley, AJ, as the future of girls basketball here in the state of Mississippi. Eddie is, getting to that place where he's getting into OG status. He ain't there yet, but he getting there. And he's, moving on. He's done so much for the state, and he's going to continue to do a lot of things. And the Bible always says, give honor where honor is due. So I want to take the time to give all of you honor. And even the people that aren't even on this live at this time, there are people who, you know who you are. We talk to you, and we talk to you about being about, about this. And sometimes, as bad as, one of the things God has taught me is, everybody can't go where you're going. And even though you want them to go, it reminds me, I can only imagine uh, when Noah was on the ark and he had told people, hey, rain is coming. And people didn't believe that rain was coming. And eventually, as people were coming onto the boat, animals and his family, and people were laughing and talking about how unorganized and how silly he was for doing that. Just all the conversation that probably was being had. And when that door shut and the water came and lives were lost, I know he had to feel some type of way, because I feel that type of way sometimes when, we as a people, don't come together when it's so simple and we make it so hard. Um, this thing is not hard. I was just talking, all of us was on the phone earlier today, and Martin and Q just came on. But in the 3 to 4 years that we've been kind of together, we haven't had any, we've had disagreements, but we haven't had any like fallout fights, arguments. And that's a tribute to Cord, Eddie, and Gabe. I've just kind of been like a, like I said, an advisor, an OG, an overseer, if you want to look at it from a church perspective. And these guys have, even when we don't agree, me and Eddie don't agree, Cord don't agree all the time, me and Gabe don't, and they, accepted my leadership, and that's something that people that that's important in life. And so I really appreciate you guys, and I thank you, and I think it's great for the state. There's going to be a lot of young, not only young ladies, but a lot of young men and everything. There's some things. There's some movement going on the boys' side that's getting ready to be talked about here soon as well. And I think it's a great day, and it's a great time for our state. Even though sometimes people, I've lived all over the country, and people look down at Mississippi, and Mississippi has some of the, it's phenomenal. And so I'm happy to be here in this season of my life. I was born and raised in Clarksdale, Mississippi, so I'm from Mississippi. Although I left and I came back, but I'm from here, so I'm happy to be here. So as we get ready to close, we appreciate everybody. Everybody get their little 30 to 45-second last geek of the night. So we'll start with AJ and Ashley, and then we'll go to the Yag brothers, Gabe, Cord, and then Eddie, and then we'll close it out.
Yo, I'm happy to be here, fellas. I'm ready to get to work. Hey, let's have some fun this summer, man. Let's enjoy this thing. Hey, it's gonna be new to some of us, but it'll be old to all of us. All right, but hey, we're gonna have a great time this summer.
Just want to give a shout out to each and every one of y'all for working so hard behind the scenes. Like I said, it's a blessing to be a part of this, and I'm looking forward to the summer.
Yag.
again, I want to appreciate you guys for letting us join, and then just for people in the GTA who listening. Like, even though we at the table, like we got room, and so if you want to get on board and join us, come on. Like, we just trying to put this together and make this thing global.
Uh, like I said, I'll touch back in with Q. Let me do say too before we get off here, man. I got two people read out to me while we were talking about the GTA area earlier. Let me shout out Rayleigh Jones, man. She had a 16 and 12 game over a little Thanksgiving class that they had at Starford Academy. They played Lamar. And also Yasmin Roberts at East Webster, man. She had a game where she had 19 points over the Thanksgiving Classic. I wanted to mention them too. I don't want them to beat me up too bad if I didn't mention them. But besides that, man, I'm just happy to be a part of what we building here for the state of Mississippi, man. I see this something big, that's going on. I'm glad to be a part of it, and just ready to see what come with it, man. What blessing that come from what going on.
Yeah.
Again, man, definitely excited for this, but of course, there's still a lot more to do, a lot more work to be done. Man, we're gonna ask for the state of Mississippi to get behind us, support us, love us. As we're doing what we're doing to provide these opportunities. Again, thank y'all to my brothers, been in the trenches with me, kind of helped elevate. Even outside of basketball, definitely the relationships and the bonds that we built with everybody within the program. Definitely second to none. So again, I'm excited and I can't wait to work.
Court.
Yeah, I gotta say this. I had a director from another organization get on my post and post something. Listen, don't get on my post with no negativity posting anything. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And I probably gonna get this person a phone call when I get off this live. Cause you ain't helping none of us get to the platform you on. So we doing this by ourselves, us us on this line. So don't hit me up saying what this can be, this and that. Don't get me wrong and all these little stuff. Because listen, I don't rock like that. I'll just be honest with you. I don't rock like that, and I will excommunicate you off everything. I will block you from everything I do. I don't care. I want a peace of mind. When I'm doing something, don't interrupt my peace of mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say that because people get on here and they want to nitpick and find any little thing to say. You stay in your lane, I stay in mine. Don't get on my post with no negativity because it's an easy way to get you off my whole page because I don't care nothing about you like that. And I'm probably going to get a do the phone call because there's always something with these guys that wasn't doing what we was doing at the years I've been doing it. You wasn't doing what I was doing. You had to be 25 plus years on to get where you at. So everybody got stepping stones and we're going to step on this stone and we're going to continue to step. So don't come at me with nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. Cause none of y'all dudes ain't real like that. And that's why I give EV so much credit I do because he gave person a game when you could have easily came over when you seen a young dude coming up in the game. You could have came over and said, man, I'm gonna help you out. But y'all don't do it because y'all want to keep me in the bucket. And I'm gonna have my own lane. I don't care nothing about y'all. All right. So stay off my page, bro. That's all I gotta say, EV.
Well, um, I hate. Hey, look, I hate. I gotta go. Go behind that, but I just understand it too. And there's gonna be a lot of naysayers. Let's just be honest. Gabe said something that was very important. We need Mississippi to support this. This is a movement. We need people to get behind this movement. Uh, I'm in a peaceful mind. Corey said something. Peace. Man, give us peace that surpasses all understanding. Uh, I've um, what do you call it? What do you call it when you say repair relationships with people? Man, I'm just about peace. Life is too short. I just buried one of my close friends today. Man, and life is just too short for negativity. Everybody's not gonna like what we're trying to do, and no, we ain't perfect by no stretch of the imagination. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of sacrifices that go on for us, and not just us, but other programs in the state of Mississippi. There's a lot of programs in the state of Mississippi who are, like you said, Coach, early, y'all were taking money out of y'all pocket to support y'all program. And there's numerous of programs in Mississippi who trying to figure it out, who's up and down the highway trying to do, positive things for these girls. And so just understand everybody ain't gonna be for us. Many people gonna be waiting on us to fail. Uh, but to God be the glory, man. We got the opportunity. We finna kick the doors down, and we coming. Just period, point blank. We're coming. We're gonna present every kid in this state this opportunity, regardless of what program you play for. We are gonna provide them with the opportunity to come and be a part of what we're doing. And that's what it's going to be, man. And Gabe said something that's key, and I'll leave on this. The work is just started. Uh, and we ain't never stopped, but now it's time to take it to a whole nother level. I'm glad to be in the trenches with you guys. I'm glad to have this journey. I needed a new challenge. This is the type of challenge that I needed. I'm wide awoke. We got another major announcement that's going to happen in the next week or so. I am so excited about that, which is really, really big. We can't touch on it tonight, unfortunately. And it's all we can do to not talk about it. But we got a great opportunity for young ladies in this state, not only just with the EYBL, because we have a motto. And what is the EV? No child left behind. We're going to have Elite 40 circuit, some other independent things. We're still weighing some options with some other. I know, EV, you mentioned the other platform and some things that we got. So we got a lot of other opportunities for these kids here in Mississippi. We had opportunities last year. We've talked with Adidas. We've talked. I mean, we every year we have opportunities, and we really just try to navigate through it and think about what's best for our kids. And so we don't need the negativity. Core, stay positive. That's what the devil wants to do now. And God is not the author of confusion anyway. So that's what he wants us to be confused, and people are going to try to come between something that's great. But the devil is a liar. Today is a great day for Mississippi, a great day for Mississippi All In. I love each and every one of you guys, and I appreciate the show tonight. I think it was a great show. And man, let's get to work, like Gabe said. It's time to work now.
Man, it's time to rock. I just want to let these dudes know, man. Y'all can't get on my page like that, bro. We ain't friends like that, bro. I don't rock like that. We ain't friends like that, man. If I don't call you and ask you, man, listen, we ain't friends like that, bro. Everything is business. I don't mess with you like that. Don't get on my page. It's personal, bro.
Well, when y'all make Cord sound like that, that
Oh
must
man,
mean
hey,
he's been
I
struck a
don't care.
nerve. Because Cord kind of reserved and kind of chill, and so. But anyway, I appreciate everybody once again. I've said my piece. I want to say our boys show gonna be coming up this week too. I'll get back with Shoes and Talante and Snacks. Um, because there's a young man, I just got to mention his name. Let me look it up. Carson Fairley from George County, a ninth grader. He had 60 points in the game. And so we got to get him on the show. And there's another young man named Jake somewhere else in Mississippi has 60 points. And so that's a lot of points. Before a ninth grader had 60 points in a varsity game, that's special. And so, but again, appreciate everything. You guys coming on. We're going to be on Talking Hoops in the SIP. Of course, got his show, C. Jones Ball and Business, and other things. And if you want to get on the show, please hit me up. Hit one of us up. Talk to us. We want to be talking to some more coaches. We're going to be getting on more frequently. We're going to be talking to more players. We got a lot of things coming up down the pipe. Shout out to, obviously my girls at the W. We actually are playing in Jackson this weekend. It'll be a big tournament. You guys welcome to come on out. It's free. Division III basketball is a little better than you think. A lot of people think they can play at the college level. It's not as easy as you think. We play Saturday at 1 o'clock at Millsaps. Millsaps on Sunday at 3. Millsaps College is one of the top, easy top 30 team in the country, coached by Justin LeBlanc. Does a great job. I coached with him last year. He's already beat the sleep out of me already early this year. I look forward to trying to get my lick back this weekend. So I would invite you guys to come out to Millsaps. If you haven't seen a Division III basketball game, you need to come check it out. I know for a fact Millsaps beat I'm not going to name the junior college, but they beat the junior college pretty badly this year in a preseason game. And so again, it's really good basketball. They have
And
some
they
really
were up at halftime on the D1 school, wasn't they, EV?
yes they
Wasn't they up
were
at halftime on the Division One school this year?
they were up 25-24 on Southeastern Louisiana, and so they're good. It's good basketball at every level. Shout out to Tan Banks. Tan Banks, my girl over in Mississippi Delta. Tan's, when I talk about Tan, doesn't get a lot of, obviously the props like a Pearl River or Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tan is one of probably at the toughest school to recruit at. I mean, I can say that because I coached at Mississippi Delta. I know what it's like there. And for her to be 7-0 at this time, shout out to her. They're led by Janiyah Caples and Layla Carter, to the dynamic duo over there. Tan does a great job. Her mentors are Wayne Brent, and they remind me so much of each other. And Tan, shout out to you. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Shout out to my girls at ICC. Just throwing out a couple of names. Throwing out shout out to Northeast. I went and watched them play recently. Girls in Northeast, Robin Porter, Sanders, and Rags. And then over at Northeast, my girl Chelsea Rhodes. She's doing a good job as well as all the young ladies in men in the MAC. We're gonna come back and look at how my preseason rankings once they start getting in the conference. See if whose rankings was more correct, mine or the Mississippi Association for college. And then we'll be this week, hopefully, if my daughter can do what she's supposed to do, we'll have out our top 20 rankings in each class, 27, 28, 27, 26, 28. And then we'll talk about the 20, 30, and 29, some upcoming classes, and give us our rankings there. So for Ashley Jones, AJ Green, Quincy Harris, Martin Sherrard, Gabe Barber, Cordarius Jones, Eddie Young, and myself, EV the Geeker, I'm saying good evening, good night. Thanks for watching, and we'll check you out the next time. GOG.